What's happening, guys? Hera here. This is going to be episode 6 of Guild Wars 2, where we just cover some basics and the start of this whole episode or Let's Play series. In the last episode we covered quite a bit on the map, some more on actual abilities and general stat usage. In this episode I'm just going to go around and just cover some of the other little aspects that we go into the main city. And what I'm going to do is just try to cover some of the main basics over the next 10 levels, or over the to get up to a maximum of say 10 episodes, and then we'll just go into some let's play generalized gameplay, you know, going through, leveling up, checking these out and just having some genuine fun. There is a place where I want to go to, but first, yes, I think I have to go in here, so we shall teleport from where we are, just drop everything, and we're going to go into the city for the first time. Well, probably the second time, I just didn't take note of it. But here is the entrance up here. So, I would say Benny Hill music, but not this time. As we run to our destination, we shall go char awesome music of awesome. Okay, we'll stop here for a moment, have a goosey gander. We could do this since this is actually the quest, but this is not my goal right now. What I'm doing is looking for the actual bank. I'm absolutely not familiar with this particular map, so this might take a moment. But we see if we can look around here. We have the smiths, the core, and you have all of these points of interest that we could use. Banker. Wow, what are they doing miles up there? So out of the way on this map. Okay, well, let's go. Back to charm music of awesome. But first, we're going to make use of our map abilities, and I am going to set myself a waypoint. So now we have a waypoint to attend to. Let's go. And we made it. Okay, so now we made it to the bank finally. Now the reason I wanted to show the bank was obviously because of the use of some more bag abilities, such as the collectibles. Now let me just open up the bank there. Now what we have here is a list of collectibles I've managed to collect on my other characters. And the other characters, you know, this is one of the huge advantages to the game. The bank, for example, is shared. So anything I put in here that I have picked up, I can throw into the bank. Same with these, and everyone can gain access to them. All of my characters can gain access to the bank. This is probably why it's not so big, and the only way I think to extend it is to actually purchase it with the trading gems. So this is one of their ways to make money at the game, and it's perfectly fine in my opinion, because it's not game affecting. It's actually just a nice thing, and you know, I'd probably even pay for it myself because this game is so awesome right now. But we should look at the collectibles. So what we have here is all of these little items that you pick up throughout the world as you go, and you can collect them and throw them into this collectible tab. At first it comes across as really, what's the word for, not quite demanding, but overwhelming. Comes across as overwhelming, seeing all of these things, all of these items being thrown at you, and you're coming across them, and then you're trying to put them in with use and trades. But the best thing you can do right now is just get familiarized with them. And what we can do is, alright, this is one of the collectibles. Now you can right click on one of them and just deposit collectible. Now what that'll do is when I deposit collectible, it immediately transfers it to the bank collectible area, and in this case it is the fine crafting materials, which is put here. So there was two more. I had one already in the bank and it's just added it to it. So now that we have that, we can also deposit more collectibles, but in this case I'm going to deposit all collectibles, and what we can see is it'll jump into collectibles now. The thing about this, and it's something you need to be aware of, the collectibles areas is not accessible outside of a banking, well, not really banking area, but banking or trading area. Now trades is the next thing I'm going to move on to. In this case I'm probably going to pick up cooking. I was thinking about doing cooking because it's one of the abilities I don't have for my characters. So when we go to a trade, any one of the trades, alright, this is a leather worker for example. I'm not going to pick them up, but I'm just going to look at the bench. There's a bench that you can click on. I think this one is a little bit bugged because it's saying here. Well, I'll click on it anyway, and as you can see, when you come up to the now this whole area here will all be listed with whatever trade abilities that you have. But from there you can access the collectibles. And this is how you increase your trade. So you pretty much, you're collecting all of these items, you keep them out of the way and you put them in here. But you have to put them back into your bag in order to use them. So let's just go ahead there, I think, and maybe I'll go look for the cook. And we can try and make a cooking recipe. And we'll see what we do from there, because all the cooking recipes are generally very expensive. So what I'll do is I'll pause it there till I find the cook. There's no point in me waiting around. This is just a straightforward looking. And we shall be right back. Okay, back. That wasn't actually hard. In fact, all I did was look at the map and realised it was here. That was just a waste of time. But anyway, we have ourselves a cook. So where's our master chef? Here we go, master chef. We shall go in here and I'm going to say, please teach me to be a chef. I understand. Remember, cooking is advanced. It uses more coin and karma than the others. It's an expensive one. So you'd really want to have other classes doing backups and making money. Oh, what am I doing? Did I actually accept that? Yes, I did. Okay. But once you have other classes collecting all the items and stuff like that and generating more money, then cooking is a good thing. I'd probably pick up for later on. So we have the cooking station here. Now at the moment, as you can see, we have all of these, but I can't do anything, even though I'm pretty sure I have all of these. But the fact of the matter is they're not in my bag. This is the discovery panel. We'll get over that in a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some carrots, lettuce, mushrooms, and onions, maybe some slabs of meat in there, and actually, you know what, I'm just going to fill up this one bag. I want to keep the bottom bag, and just to see what it gave me access to when I go into the production. Absolutely nothing. That really sucks. It's because I'm missing jugs of water. Now jugs of water is probably one of these things I can buy from the chef, because there's always some supply, some one thing. So we'll have a look. You have jugs of vinegar, salt, and jugs of water. Now they're quite expensive, actually, a little bit more expensive than I could afford right now. So let's see if I can sell some stuff just to buy one. There's a lot of heads of lettuce. We don't need the spear gun. We do not need an axe. We can't use them. This is a good way to determine whether or not you want to keep something. You'll see there that the weapon type is unusual by your profession. Now you can disenchant these items to get minerals from them, which is usually a great idea if you're starting, but I'm just doing this quite literally for showing. We're up to 26. Actually, I have to get to 80. I'm not even sure I can do that. That is expensive. That is a lot more expensive than I thought. Onions, meat. I can make some money off them, the blueberries and stuff like that. But for the time being, I'm just going to sell all of these. What do you want? Dagger I can use, so I'll hold on to it because I might need to level it up later. And we have a crooked rod, which, no, I have a better staff. So for now, we are halfway there. And what I'm going to do then is just make myself some money. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Pretty much all I did is I sent myself a mail. Some, you know, monies. From my other characters. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy this water. And now that we have some water, we're going to go check this place out. Go cooking. We can make ourselves some red meat. Bowl of red meat stock. And what this will do is 20% chance to gain might when you dodge, and plus 10 experience for kills. It's consumable. It'll last for 15 minutes. Quite nice early on. Really, really strong early on. And as you can see, what was the actual difference in the cost there? Oh, we needed actual poultry meat for something else. We need flour and more water and yeast. These are all expensive. This is probably why this general profession is terrible. So we'll just craft one of these. And we shall have a look here, because what we can do is we can find some recipes. And this is better if I was to look at something else. But what you do is you just drag in potentially what you would think one possible unknown recipe. Required rating 25. So it's too much for me to find right now. Let's see if we can put in some poultry there. Required rating 25 as well. Is there anyone that doesn't require so much of a rating? No, this one's incompatible. Just with the water. No, again, rating. Alright, we'll try with just onions then. Onions and mushrooms. Ooh, 125. Onions and meat, 25. In general, I get the feeling that I won't be able to get anything until I hit 25. So I'm going to give up there. And we'll just go with our extra bowl of meat and see what we can get from there. So we got another couple of points and a hell of a lot of experience. Trading in general is a good place to start. But that, in general, is just going to cover this episode, and we shall move on to the next one after this, and we'll continue to learn something new that we can along the way. I hope this was informative to help you get some of the trades as well as the collectibles and bag sorting out of the way, guys. Of course, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, everyone. I will see you next time.